Hi, my name is Diogo-Draper, and I am the winemaker for Artesa Vineyards and Winery in Los Carneros, Napa Valley. I decided to become a winemaker while attending college. I had a winemaking class, and I was very lucky. My professor was a great winemaker, still is, and he was very enthusiastic and very passionate about winemaking, and really showcased not a very academic perspective of winemaking, but a very practical day to day. And I think a lot of us that took that first class were hooked from day one into it. And then I worked the harvest, and that was it for me. I absolutely loved it. I loved the fast pace of it, kind of the camaraderie of everyone comes together during harvest in the production team. And I just really enjoyed the feel and that really working hard to that same goal of making the best wines possible. So I never looked back, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do. At Artesa, our production, our main focus is in Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, mainly from our 400-acre estate vineyard. But we are owned by the Codorníu-Raventós family, and so we're also very, very proud of our Spanish heritage. And therefore also produce Tempranillo and Albarino that we also planted in our estate vineyard. So it's really fun being from Portugal, to be able to work with Iberian varietals again. It's a really proud moment and something I'm really excited for every year. And then we also produce some Bordeaux varietals for our tasting room and for our wine club members. In the winery, one of my favorite places to be, I think it's the cellar. I absolutely love not just the pace, the fast pace of it, and how the team comes together to produce wine. But also when you think about it and all the hard work that goes into making a bottle of wine in the vineyards, in the cellar, the barrel team, the bottling crew, I really feel that the essence of it is in the cellar, and it's kind of the heart of the winery. So I'd say that's where I love to spend more time with when I'm in the winery. As far as my favorite moment or throughout the year in the winery and in the wine industry, I love the vineyards. This time of year is when I start going more and more to vineyards, and during growing season and right before harvest, tasting the grapes, deciding, making all those picking decisions. It's also a very zen place to be. I put on my earplugs and listen to music and really get in the zone. And I actually make a lot of planning. I plan for the day, for the week, but also even planning trials in the cellar, and come up with these crazy ideas, come back from the vineyard and tell the crew, well, I had the best idea of something we're gonna try. And even blends. So our concrete Albarino, our pyramid Albarino, for instance, came from one of those moments in the vineyard where I thought how fun it would be to give that a try, and that's kind of how that wine was born. As far as the stylistically, winemaking wise, I'd say my approach is a very minimalistic one. I really like to be as hands-off as possible, and to really let the terroir of the grapes shine. It's kind of a commonplace, and everyone says, wine starts in the vineyard, but it really does. It truly does. I mean, a winemaker can mess up great grapes, but you can't really make a wonderful wine without having that unique sourceness, that wonderful quality of grapes, that perfect balance between sugar, acid, everything to kind of be in balance, the flavors, and knowing when it's the right time to pick. And then I think what I be doing more and more is working with native fermentations, as I really feel that's what really can display that terroir and that unique character that we're trying to perceive in each one of the many varietals that we work with. As far as a woman in the wine industry, I think if you want to succeed in the wine industry or in any industry, you really can't be intimidated by often being the only women in the room. I certainly had some challenging moments in my career for being a woman, but I never really, a woman in a male-dominated business, but I never really let it affect me, or if it did, I tried to brush it off as soon as I could, and to kind of push forward. If anything, made me more determined to achieve my goals and to get where I wanted to be. But overall, I think I feel very, very lucky. I don't think I was ever taken or not given an opportunity for being a woman. I don't think gender applied. I think maybe I had to work twice as hard to prove myself in some moments, but I was never fearful of doing so. And I'm very excited to be here. So thank you, and cheers. Thank you.